Welcome to Unit 6, Lesson 6, and what we just finished in class is you looked at Lesson 6, Level 1 with a partner and you ran the app and answered those questions. So now what you should do is go to Level 2, run the program, watch the code run, and carefully read each individual part of the program. All right, I want you to pause the video here so that you can go and do that. All right, now let's investigate an app that uses loops in a different way. So once you have run this, finish it and move on to the next one. Okay, this time loops are used to update elements on the screen. So navigate to level 3 and run this app. Run the program, watch the code run, and carefully read each individual part of the program. Okay, I'm going to reset it. I'm going to slow it down. All right, it's running this. Okay, we are supposed to enter our own random phrase. Okay, so what is happening? Every time I enter that, whenever I enter it, it goes through this iteration. It takes the text. All right. This is, which one is this? Because it says on event, it added I Heart CS for each one. Oh, that one just took a little bit longer. Okay. So, some things that we want to talk about here. All right. Find 4 different for loops in the program. What do each of them do? Okay. For loop, those are the blue blocks. All right. For I, and it's still running too. For var I equals 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, set the property of text plus I in text, get the text input. So it is setting the text of the text input, color drop down, random phrase button, okay. So this is a way of doing something to a set of elements. In this case, we have 5 text boxes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These text boxes, if we go to design, they are called text 0, text 1, text 2, text 3, text 4. Okay. Text plus I is evaluated each round of the loop. So the first round, I equals 0, that's going to be text 0. And so it's going to deal with text 0. And then the second round, it's going to deal with text 1. Third round, it's going to deal with text 2. Fourth round is text 3. Fifth round is text 4. Okay? What happens if you change the text box variable names? Try that and see what happens. Navigate back to the code. That's where we are. What do you need to change in the code for the program to still work? Well, you have to be consistent. Whatever I put here, or whatever I rename these text boxes, it has to be consistent as far as the actual text goes, so that way it can just add a number on the end. So I could say text box, but I have to rename it to text box 3. Okay, I have to just be consistent every single time. What happens if you change the Boolean expression I less than 5 in the for loops? If we said I less than 4, it wouldn't get down to this the fifth one. If we said I less than 3, it would stop right here instead of doing these last two. All right, so to wrap it up, a for loop combines these three parameters into one statement, and we've looked at this during lesson 5, okay? Those are the same. Any variable name can be used here, but the most common to use is I. This and this, those are the same. This and this, those are the same. All right? What aspects of working with for loops do you feel clicked? All right, I want you to submit this as your, answers to these as your submission to this Unit 6, Lesson 6. Okay? Or I might actually just put it in the check for understanding, okay? What do you still feel like you have trouble with? Okay? Make sure that you're being specific, all right? And that's going to be the end of Lesson 6.